Dear friends, in this video I am going to explain how to handle response from an asynchronous function in JavaScript. I have an asynchronous function, async function 1. I return a string, please subscribe my channel. I have one more asynchronous function, async function 2. Here I have a const variable message msg, then await async function calling. Then I have a console.log with this message. It will print what is on message. Here I call async function 2. So let us check what will happen now. We are going to check how we can handle the response from this async function 1. Okay. This async function 1 is asynchronous because we declared async key in front of this function keyword. It return a string. Actually, it is a promise. When it is asynchronous function, it will be a promise. So, how we can handle this response from asynchronous function 1? We are calling asynchronous function 1 from asynchronous function 2. We are calling it with the keyword await. It is a keyword. So, when we call this function from this line, first this line will be executed. When this await keyword appears, execution will be paused here until we get the response from this function. So, when we see this await async function 1, the execution of the entire program will be paused and it will wait for the response from this function. Once we get this response as a string, please subscribe my channel, it will be assigned to this message and it will be printed on the terminal by this line console.log msg. So using async await keyword, we can easily handle the response from the asynchronous functions. Here our asynchronous function is async function 1. We declared this function with the keyword async and we are calling this asynchronous function 1 from asynchronous function 2 with the keyword await. So when we start execution of this async function 2 at the line 6, entire program will be paused until we get the response from async function 2. That is what is this return please subscribe my channel. So this console log dot will be printed as please subscribe my channel. Let us run the file. Look it on the terminal. Please subscribe my channel. In case if we don't give this await here, what will be the value? Let me clear the console first and let me run it. It will be a promise. This console.log of message will be a promise. Message will be a promise, not a string value. If we give the await, it will be a string. The return value please subscribe my channel will be in message const variable. If we omit await, it will be a promise. It will be a promise. So by using await keyword in front of asynchronous functions, you can easily handle the response from asynchronous functions. It can be a third-party API call, which is a asynchronous call. In that case also, if you mention await in front of that function call, that endpoint, that API call, it will wait for the response from that endpoint or API. Then only it will execute the second line, the next line from here. The entire program will wait for this result from this asynchronous function. if we mention this await keyword here. So by this async await keyword, you can easily handle the response from asynchronous calls. This is one of the method. Another method, if we don't use this await, another option is, let me remove this console.log from here. Instead of that, I am using dot then dot catch option. So here async function will be returned as a promise. We already saw it. So we can handle that promise using dot then and dot catch methods. That means message dot then of, you'll get the data here. That means this, please subscribe my channel. That will be on this data parameter. Let me console it, console dot log of data, and we have to handle the error session also. Error, let us do the console also here. Error. Now we are not using await keyword. This is another method. First option, we can use async await keyword, and we will post the entire execution of the program, and we will get the return from asynchronous function 1, and we will continue the execution of asynchronous function 2. Okay, if we don't mention the await keyword in front of asynchronous function, it will return a promise. So we have to handle that promise. That's another option. Instead of await keyword, we will get a promise. So we have to handle that promise. In order to handle that promise, we have to use dot then and dot catch option. So this message MSG is a promise. We already saw it. So using dot then and dot catch, we will get the exact data. Please subscribe my channel. So let me run it again. Let me clear the terminal. Let me run it again. Look at here. Please subscribe my channel. We are not using await keyword, but still we got the exact data. Please subscribe my channel. If any error happens during this asynchronous function 1 call, this console.log will be executed. We will see the error. So by using async await keyword option, you can handle the response from asynchronous functions. If you are not interested into post the entire program execution for this asynchronous function call result, you can use this dot then dot catch option. Example, if we do a console here, I am from async function 2. Okay, let us clear the terminal. Let me run the file. Look at here. Here this dot then dot catch option, we are not block, we are not pause, we are not stop the entire execution of the program at this line. Instead of that, it will be executed in another thread, but our console at this line 12 will be executed first, because that's why it is showing first on the terminal. I am from async function 2. So this will be executed at first, and once this async function is completed, we will show that on the terminal by using this dot then and dot catch option. That's why this order is changed. But in the await async method, entire procedure execution is stopped until we got a response from here. But using dot then and dot catch, we are not post the entire execution. This will be executed, and if it is another lines also, those lines also will be executed. Once we got the response from this async function, it will be shown on the terminal. For example, if you run it, look at here, all these lines executed, then we got the response from this async function, so it's showing at the end. We are not interrupting the main thread execution of the program. So I hope I have explained two options. Use based on your requirement. Please consider to subscribe my channel so I can create more videos like this. By your subscription, it will be an encouragement for me to create more videos like this. Thank you.